Hi, I'm Leah Skurdal, and with me is my friend Larry. And oh, hi Larry. Here we go. Larry is a huge inspiration to me because he's supposed to be paralyzed and he's not. The doctors
No, I am
told
paralyzed.
Well, okay, all right. He's paralyzed, but he can walk. The doctors don't understand why he can walk, but he can walk. So Larry, tell me about that accident and what happened and how did you start walking? How did you do that?
We were making a machine to make wing sets for the new Airbus A380. I was 12 feet off the ground and a part slipped. It pulled me out of a scissors lift and I landed on the ground in the pike position. When you land in the pike position, I ended up getting burst fractures of my L3 and my L5 where I pinched off my spinal cord. And I lost 80% of my spinal cord at both of those vertebrae. And then I slapped back and broke my neck. And I slapped down and I shattered my left arm and my left leg. Other than that, it wasn't too bad.
Ow, ouch! Okay, so the doctors told you after something like that that you were not going to be able to walk again.
No, not with losing 80% of your spinal column or your spinal cord down there. I don't have any feeling below the waist. I don't have reflexes in my ankles. So technically, since I can't feel it, your reflexes don't let your brain know where your body is. I can't walk, according to the doctors.
According to the doctors, except you do walk. So, how did you do that?
Extreme hard work and concentration. I was lucky enough I grew up with a severe hearing loss. When I was 2 years old, I ate lye. It went up through my eustachian tubes and fused everything in my ears together.
Whew.
So that I couldn't hear very well. So because of that, you have to process more data to figure out what's going on around you. So you think faster. And in the long run, when I was 35, they found out what the problem with my ears was, and they got rid of all that. Now I only hear with nerve conduction. But in the process of doing that, I think faster than most people. And because I think faster, I've applied that to hold it, because when you lift your foot off the ground, if you don't have reflexes, you get what they call drop toe, where your foot just falls because your brain don't know what to do. But if you concentrate while you're walking, you can keep that foot up. Now I have to visually look what I'm walking, like a person tapping with a cane. I'm doing that with my eyes. And you'll never see me run because I'll tip over. I can't think that fast.
Yeah.
But I can manage a normal gait.
Oh my gosh, that's pretty astounding. So you were lucky enough to have a hearing loss. That's an interesting perspective, isn't it?
Well, there's a positive to everything. I mean, how many people you know have broke their neck twice and are still around here to talk about it? I mean, when I was in junior high school, I dove into a lake and ended up snapping my neck then.
Oh my gosh.
So when I was like 13, I broke my neck, and I had no lasting damage from that.
Oh, that's amazing. You got angels.
And now, yeah, I do. And this last accident, I broke my neck again. And the only thing I have from that is a spastic bladder. So when I stand up or sit down, I wet myself, or I can.
So, but so on the one hand, you got the angel thing going on, which is sort of miraculous. But on the other hand, you've set your intention very, very clearly, your crystal clear intention that you were going to start walking again. How long did that take you?
Probably, I was walking after about a year, but I wasn't walking well. You know, I was using, maybe 3-4 steps with a walker, and then I couldn't do it. It takes a long time to get your strength back and to actually concentrate and be able to do it and have your balance. Since I always have balance issues anyway, because of my ears. But all in all, it took me close to a year and a half of hard, determined work.
Determined, that's the word. And what set your determination?
I set a goal. When I had my accident, I was laying in a hospital bed. My daughter told me she was pregnant. And it's my first grandchild. So I told her, I am going to walk before that grandchild does. And I won.
All right.
But that was a goal for me. You need to set goals. And for me, That was my first goal. And since then, everything I do, it's not what I can do or what I can't do. I just have to figure out how to do it. I can do whatever I want. Whatever I set my mind to, I can do it. It's just a matter of making a goal and reaching the goal.
Oh my gosh. Well, you just said that you changed the brakes on your car.
I do everything. I do all my own maintenance. I can't see paying somebody to do something that I can do. I'm not
Oh my
a
gosh.
lazy person.
Well, obviously not. If you set that intention of starting to walk and then you created that. And the doctors still don't understand really how it is that you walk. They just see
They
you
call
do
it visual actualization. And I think they might have just made that up.
Right.
Because, like I said, I use my eyes like a blind man uses a cane.
Wow, that's pretty astounding. Well, Larry, thank you so much for sharing your inspirational story. I'm so in awe of what the human body is capable of when you set that kind of
Well, the
intention.
human body is capable of more than anybody realizes.
Yeah.
You got to have good friends and help. I mean, I needed my wife was amazing through this whole thing. I have friends that didn't desert me. I have friends that did desert me. You know who your real friends are when you have a life-changing accident.
Yeah.
You learn a lot about people. You learn a lot about yourself. And I'm actually a much better person for it. I wouldn't wish it on anybody, but I'm the better person for it. So
Holy smokes! Now that's an attitude. So how many of us can have that kind of attitude of finding a blessing in everything? Do you have any
I
other?
do.
Yeah, you do. You find a blessing in everything.
you have to.
Yeah. Wow, that's
mean-
great.
I've always been that way.
Yeah, that's amazing. Thank you so much, Larry.
No problem.
So, appreciate it. Have a great rest of the day. And keep on smiling, everybody. Because Larry is.